Yeah.
This bracelet here. If anyone wants to get at those jewels, they have to chop my arm off first. Yeah. And on that serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we better draw this to a turning. Thank you very much. You know, I'd like to have a word with you in private, warrior to warrior. There's things that soldiers have seen that others haven't, you know? And it's very true. What time do you finish? I'd like to buy you a beverage. I'm afraid I'm on duty tonight. But you can come to me. We can have a cup of tea in the guards room. As long as you've gone by 10, because that's when they lock the gates for the ceremony of the keys, and no one goes in or out after that. Perfect. You just tell Morris on the door that you're here to see Royston, and he'll let you straight in. Lovely. So what's the plan? I'm going to do exactly what that captive blood geezer did. I'm going to befriend and betray the guard. You won't expect the same foot twice. No, we don't do violence.
Hey, there's a way to knock him out that don't involve fists. I think, Jim dropped an ordinary estate tip will be sparkling for a good few hours. I used it on two of my husbands when I wanted a bit of peace. And I know exactly where to get some.
Get your bumper commemorative coronation paper here. Includes free matchstick honey kit. Right, she's not included.
Morning, Celtic. You alright, lad?
Right, you are. I've got it. If you're planning.
Ooh. How's it going, pal? You alright?
Dangerous for dogs. If I get this
Fucking
wrong, it's
crazy.
Yeah, well, now you know how I feel. We ain't normally the mug doing all dirty work for you. Now shut up and get in there. Go on.
I've come to see Royston in the drill out. Oh, yes. I know you're all right. Just protocol. Okay. Fair enough. You're all right. Be sure to be away by 10 p.m. when we close the gates. Have a good evening, sir.
He's in it.
So, what was it, eh? Infantry or cavalry? Bit of both. And how long were you in the war for? Years. Probably only lasted 100 days. It felt like years. Lucha made a big difference, you know. Terrible man. He was on our side. Yeah, terrible man if he wasn't on our side.
Yeah. You can't beat an old frame game. You know. That's the trouble in Scotland, like there's a lot of sectarianism. Now I'm a Celtic fan, even though I fucking hate Rangers, it's like...
Yeah, horses.
I've kind of grown up a bit, you know. It's like I have a friend on this housing estate, bro, that got out on the Good Friday Agreement, and he was the leader of an ASU without saying too much. He was in a certain battalion, and he got out on the Good Friday Agreement for he was at a murdering a couple of Catholics. I hated the cunt, but we get on great now, you know, 25 years later. You know, you want to see the UBF tattoos he has on, bro. You don't just get handed them tattoos. You know that yourself. You can't just get them. There ain't. You know. I have family, allegedly, that are in it. And friends. A few of my friends were in it. Like, Dottie Douglas being one of them. He got what's it called? A dishonourable discharge from the law. He knew the rules. You can't sell drugs when you're under that banner. Do you understand? If you go and say you're selling drugs for the Irish Republican Army, there's a bullet coming for you. Or two or three of them. That's why you never tell them nobody. My dad learnt me that 3 wise monkeys you hear. Excuse me. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, leave it out. Fucking stupid fucking smoke, man. I'm always setting the fucking smoke alarm on. Good job it fucking works, doesn't it? Celtic and Rangers, what time is that on? Is that at Ibrox? Hail, the Caps are here, and what the hell do we care, what the hell do we care? And it's a grand old team to play for. Yeah, that'll be a good game, that. You know, I miss the old firm games, you know, when Larson used to play for Celtic, man. You know, brilliant. I have a couple of mates that are Rangers fans, you know, and over the years, like, even though, like, we fucking dislike each other, you know, there's a mutual respect there, you know. I'm a people fan. I'm a football fan, then I'm a Man United fan. You know, it's sad because the hatred is always gonna be there, you know. I try to learn my kids, listen, you don't hate nothing. You know, educate yourself about things before you talk about them. Well, in the new year, yeah, like in the new year I'm gonna do something and bring a few football fans together, you know what I mean, and it's strictly football. Somebody robbed me idea already, the fucking little midget scout prick. Know what I mean? Robbing me idea. But it's alright, doesn't matter. We'll
Car in the front lit up red signal lights.
we'll do a
which
football
then seemed
thing.
to disappear under the road surface. The driver hit the brake just in time to see the giant bridge in front of him fall into the water. Terrified, the man started backing off, saving his life. Yet moments later, he saw a car trying to overtake him. Panicked, the man waved his arms and shouted to the other drivers. And then, a bus passed him on its way to the precipice. Could it have stopped in time? Is it even possible to survive on a falling bridge?
Oh
And
shit.
what causes giant modern bridges to collapse? The deadliest bridge wreck in history happened in the city of Porto when, in 1809, it
Look
was
at that bridge.
attacked by an army led by
Napoleon.
the city inhabitants tried to escape by crossing the river via a pontoon bridge. The structure consisted of boats joined with steel cables and covered with lightweight decking. So, when the unimaginable crowd rushed to the bridge simultaneously, it collapsed. Panicking and thrashing
Collapsed
about,
all bridge.
around 4,000 people drowned there. Although this is a staggering tragedy, it's too far removed in time to seriously shake us. What about modern bridges? Are these giant monolith structures really safer than their pontoon boat counterparts? I'd love to be able to assure you that's the case, but the tragedy on the Sunshine Skyway Bridge raises doubts about this. In 1980, it was
Yeah, I
one of
hope
the
Celtic
longest
win.
bridges on the planet, with its length of 22.5 kilometers. It spanned the Tampa Bay, connecting St. Petersburg and Teresita in the state of Florida. Its main section, which measured 6 kilometers 700 meters, was raised above the water to let the ships pass beneath.
Some fucking bridge that, isn't it?
1980, a pilot, John Lehrer, was monitoring the weather and consulting other captains to decide whether it was safe to steer his almost 200-meter cargo ship
Wow.
called the Summit Venture.
And he hit the bridge to fucking
The
Egypt.
forecast predicted rain, wind, and storm, but there was no warning for sailors. So Lehrer led his vessel into the bay. Just then, the city got hit by a sudden gale. The rain was torrential, and the gusts of wind developed the speed of 121 kilometers per hour. There was zero visibility, and Summit Venture was just approaching the bridge.
Wow.
Lehrer ordered the team to keep track of the beacons floating on the water.
Imagine that, like, steering a big fuck off ship and you're going under a bridge and your fucking mast hits the fucking top of the bridge. Yeah, look at that, look, 220 fucking thousand tons you're looking at there. It's like 2 Eiffel Towers.
To make an emergency stop of the ship, Lehrer needed almost
You know,
1,600
like I said,
Neither turning the engines off, nor dropping the anchor, nor even going in reverse, were able to slow the vessel down faster. Captain Lehrer slowly steered Summit Venture through the blinding wall of rain, expecting to see a passage under the bridge.
look at that fucking
Yet,
bridge, right,
suddenly, he
collapsed.
saw an entirely different picture.
Like,
A bridge pier appeared in front of him. At that moment, Summit Venture was not further than 200 meters from it.
that's not even 700 feet away.
Crash. But at that
You
point,
too,
nothing he could do.
too late.
When the ship hit the bridge, no one on board felt even the softest push. But the bridge support, despite being constructed to bear considerable weight, was unable to withstand the direct impact of 20,000 tons of steel. Lehrer hopelessly watched 366 meters of the road surface over his crew's head collapse and fall into the water. Wasting no time, the man contacted the Coast Guard.
Wow.
Meanwhile, cars were moving on top of the bridge in torrential rain. Many of them were headed to see their families
Wow.
over the Mother's Day holiday. The only thing the drivers could see were the lights of the car in the front. One man who was taking the Skyway that morning saw the lights before him disappear. The driver managed to stop seconds before seeing the abyss open before him. The shocked man drove back in reverse and tried tried to warn the other drivers.
Hello, gorgeous.
Despite all his efforts, 8 cars
You
and a
okay?
passenger fell into the water from a height of 46 meters. At this moment, 2 divers, Robert Ryle and Michael Betts,
How did you sleep last night?
just recently were called down to the disaster site ASAP. The men could barely contain panic when they saw the damaged bridge through the thick fog. Immediately, they dove into the waters of Tampa. Oh no, Samuel, you didn't. Crackles around. Oh, it's a leak. I'll go.
Yeah, that'd be a good game tomorrow, bro. Fucking Celtic and Rangers. It's always a great derby. It's one of the best derbies in world football. Ugh. You alright? It's okay. I love you.
Hoping to save the victims. Riola and Betts noticed a bus turned upside down and hoped an air pocket had been created there, allowing someone to survive. When they approached the vehicle, they realized it wouldn't be a rescue operation.
Good morning. I'm watching this thing about these crashes on bridges.
Riola swam in through a broken window and saw the bodies of people squeezed in their seats.
Imagine that.
Had survived.
Loads of kids still sat in their seats. Look at that. Look at the waves on that bridge. Look.
A second before that,
They will
Riola saw
batter
a
it.
bag of diapers.
It's like,
The man panicked. Thought there was
wow.
a baby on board.
I'd die in anyway, man. I'd be straight in the water, mate. I'd just dive straight in. You know what I mean? You don't think of your own safety. You see a fucking school bus full of kids, mate. I'm diving in. I don't give a fuck if it kills me.
35 lives.
I can swim underwater,
On the ill-fated bus.
right?
One driver managed to stop
And
the very
I'd
edge of
risk
the
my
precipice,
neck
saving his life.
to save a fucking school bus full of kids. You bet your bollocks I would, mate.
Into the water. The driver miraculously managed to get out
You
of the
know what I
storm
mean? I'm
right
not a
by
very
sunset.
strong swimmer.
And he was rescued by the ship's crew.
My brother is about a swimmer than I am. He's like a mermaid.
He was criticized and
Uh,
but no charges were pressed against the man. As shown by the investigation,
Philip
the
Knowles,
sunstorm was
a
so
good
strong
morning
and
from
intense
Dublin,
that neither
Clondalkin.
Beth nor anyone else
From
could have done it.
Stewie, how crazy is that? I have family in Clondalkin. My Uncle Joe lives up there, my Uncle Joe Knowles. I had a cousin Willie and Christopher who died. Christopher Knowles, Willie Knowles, Kenna Knowles, David Knowles, Sarah Knowles. And you must know all the Fitzpatricks too.
Such stories are not that
Most of my family live in Clondalkin, Stew.
The I-35 West Mississippi
Knowles
River
is.
Bridge had constant
My ma was a Knowles, Jay Knowles, Sarah Knowles, Jay Knowles, Carmel Knowles, well, Carmel Stephen.
The bridge was declared structurally
You must be related to me.
defective of total reconstruction.
If you live in Clondalkin, you're in the Knowles.
It was
You must be related to
letting around 140,000
my uncle or something.
In the evening of August 1st, 2007,
Because if you're from Clondalkin, you'll know what the Knowles is.
4 out of 8 lanes were closed, holding tons
Or
of
maybe you're
construction
just saying you're from Clondalkin because you know my family's sitting there.
One of the drivers was Lindsay
One of
Walls.
them, and anyway.
For the entire day, the woman had been helping teenagers with emotional and behavioral issues. So she was exhausted and wanted to get home as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Suddenly, she heard a loud snap and a rumble.
What
Her
part of
car
Clondalkin are you
suspended
from?
midair and then fell into the river. As it turned out, a 300-meter part of the bridge collapsed in mere seconds. Along with Lindsay Walls,
Anyway, shout out to
there were
Clondalkin, I'm from
other cars
Ballyer.
on the bridge, which all fell onto the riverbank, into the water, and even onto the railway tracks.
It's about 10
The
times
impact
as tough
of
as
the fall was
Dublin
so
is
powerful
in
that the road
Scotland,
surface
and that's
on the bridge
tough.
broke down into a few giant chunks.
10 times as
Before
rough.
the rescue team
and
arrived,
tough.
around 100
Dan
witnesses
Govan.
rushed to help the victims.
Or
At this
toxed
moment,
it, or
Lindsay
crossed
Walls
it.
was fighting for her
Or Salford or
and found
Mosside
herself
or
in a
Basic.
flooded car, hurtling toward the bottom of the river. The woman managed to
There's
take her
nowhere
last
I've ever
breath
been in the
before
world
water
that's like
filled the
Ballyfermot.
car.
Nowhere.
Lindsay unbuckled her seatbelt
If
and
you can
started
survive
racing
Cherry
as she
Orchard,
went.
you can
Pushing
survive
forward.
any
She
war.
was beating against everything she could reach when suddenly she felt herself give in. Lindsay reflexively inhaled and started swallowing water. At this point, she stopped thinking about saving herself. Instead, He thought of this being the
I'd be straight into the water, mate. I'd drown, because at the end of the day, if you see a bus full of kids going into a water, man, they're not going to have time to escape. They're going to be either at the end of the bus or at the top of the bus, depending what end it goes in. You know what I mean? It's like, if I seen, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm driving on a bridge, next of all I see half of a collapse on a school bus full of kids going in the water, mate. I am straight in that water, you know, and I don't care about my own safety.
in the soup of concrete.
No fucking way, that's crazy, isn't it, Philip?
Its driver, Kim Dahl, was taking children home from a walk.
Cause when I seen your name, I was like, hang on a minute, who's that?
So sudden that
My ma is Joe's sister.
the vehicle was thrown up into the air.
Me ma, me Auntie Carmel. You probably know me other ones, the Stevenses as well. Like, but you know many Knowleses there are. You know many Fitzpatricks there are. Now, Deco, Keith, Christy, Alan, and Thomas are all me cousins, Fitzpatricks.
The children were crying,
Their ma
but the driver had no way of
and
calming them down. Instead,
Joe Knowles are brother and sister.
through the back door. But Kim's daughter didn't want to leave.
And then I have my uncle Christy Knowles,
Knowing she might never
who lives in Roninstown.
children again. Nevertheless,
He used to date a McGowan. Well, sorry, she was his wife. And when he come back from the war,
to help Kim Dahl,
he had complex post-traumatic stress disorder, because
had countless operations.
while he was on duty, he come across a few infidels and
145 people were injured.
they took fire and
Victims died, and
they returned fire, but
the society
my uncle's gun jammed
mourned the deceased,
around, got
but it
stuck.
also demanded answers.
You know what I mean? It's like, he could have fucking blown his fucking face off.
Found during inspection.
But
Yet, detailed
the gun jammed and his mate Derek Small on.
The I-35 bridge had glaring mistakes in its
He got one in the eyes, between the eyes, because my uncle's gun jammed.
The plates supporting
And
the
he's
bridge
never
beams
forgiven
were
himself
twice
for
as
that.
thick.
That's why he's like that.
The increased traffic and the addition
You know,
of new roads
like I said, the military, he got a fucking, he got,
60 tons of construction material.
he had to leave the army. Because for medical reasons, you know what I mean? He was a danger to his platoon. You know, when you have complex post-traumatic disorder, you're freezing a firefight. You know, some people run away from the sound of gunfire, where others run towards it. That's your job. That's what you're there to do. You're there to do a job, end of story. You're there to follow out orders. That's it. You know, and you know, we're not here to make threats, we're here to carry out orders. You know, and they were sweeping village after village in Lebanon, and they come across a group of about 6 infidels, insurgents, radicals, that believe that they blow themselves up, that they're going to paradise with 75 virgins. Now, listen, let me tell you something, that ain't happening. It doesn't say that in the Quran. My sister's Muslim, my brother-in-law, the last 12 years, I know a little bit about Islam. And a lot of these radicals, they declare something called jihad, and it's their own personal jihad. It's holy war, you know, and it's like, it's crazy, their ideology. It's all because of dictators, tyrants, conquerors, rulers, colonizers. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example, right? In the 80s in Afghanistan, 80% of it was Taliban. No, 75% of Afghanistan in 1980s was run by Al-Qaeda. 15% was run by the Northern Alliance, and 10% normal citizens. And they all look like farmers and terrorists. Do you understand? But not everybody with a beard that wears clothes like that is a fucking terrorist, you know. There's a lot of simple people over there that farming. That's the life, you know. And
Called her sister, yet there was no
you
answer.
have
Pacetti thought
English soldiers, you have American soldiers
Andrea.
kicking the doors in, shooting their family members, and you're not supposed to be bitter about that.
Her partner and their 2 children with them. 16
Like, what the fuck? They shouldn't be there. End of fucking story.
was ceaseless.
Like, we no business being there.
Rescuers were getting their bodies
Eh,
under the multi-ton debris. But there were survivors too. Gianluca Ardini and his co-worker, Luigi Altadonna, were finishing their last morning delivery to the suburb on the other side of the river. The men ended up on the Miranda.
have you ever seen someone after they've been shot
Saw his friend, the father of 4 children,
and they've lost half the body, half the blood in their body?
Gianluca himself was lucky enough to have held on.
Oh, you have, and I'll tell you what, I hope I never witness it again.
The injured man realized he wasn't going to last long, but he kept thinking about his beloved girlfriend, Julia, and their unborn child. It helped.
I used to be an adrenaline junkie.
Idea about the danger of his situation. Man's car was stuck right above the
You get adrenaline out of that.
wires and rubber.
Someone fires at you and you have something
2 hours to get in.
beside you that's capable enough to fire back. Well, then you return fire, you know what I mean, until you're told to stop firing or cease firing, then the fucking story.
And informed her that Gianluca
You know what I mean, mate? I'm not taking no fucking chances. I'll make sure my sidearm is ready. I have my extra magazines, and I'm not making no schoolboy errors. Otherwise, my 6, 9, and 12 are dead. Yeah, I don't play fucking video games either.
lightning being at fault, all the more that it had struck destruction that day. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. At the time of Ponte Morandi's construction,
But like I said, man, I like to see people like over 250 of my subs.
so the bridge was built with a lot of concrete and metal cables, like reinforcement wire. Still, even its architect insisted the structure needed constant care and renovation. But eventually,
Well, no, it's nice of you to come in, bro.
got inside.
When I seen your name, I was like, either he's related to me. Because nearly every Knowles I know in Clondalkin is related to me. Because of me Uncle Joe. Right? Me Uncle Joe look what happened with Willie and Christopher. 2 of them dying. Within a few fucking, you know what I mean, not long of each other, and then me Uncle Joe lost Sarah, his wife. So within a fucking space of 3 years, he lost 2 of his kids and his wife. You know, so there's only Sarah, Kenneth, and David left. David has Down syndrome. You know, me cousin. I love David, I do. Sorry, and there's Joe Boy, who's in Birmingham. There's Kenneth, there's Sarah, there's David, and there's Joe Boy. He's in England as well, you know.
With a width of just 1 meter, 25 centimeters. Mahesh Chabda wasn't the only person who loved this bridge. It was actually a historical landmark, and it attracted locals and
It's sad it is, you know what I mean. Like I said, my ma and
people were sad.
Joe are brother and sister.
Shut down for
Like the Knowleses, they grew up on Landon Road.
site was reopened on
I have an Uncle Joe and Uncle Jamesy and Uncle Fran and Uncle Christy.
2 friends came to the
4 uncles there. Hey, Pac-Man.
number of people already
But it's nice to see someone who knows me family
wait for the crowd.
come in.
But the entrance controller insisted on them going right away and not creating line.
But like I said, bro, I have loads of people watching me in jail. You know, and my channel has grown quicker than I thought it would. We're not even on 11 months. Well, let's say we are in 11 months, yeah. Well, I opened the channel in February. It's December now and we've got 759 subs. We're 41 away from 800. And then we'll be 200 away from a goal, and then when I hit 1500, that'll be a target, and when I hit that target, I'll set myself another target, cause that's what I do. That's what I set myself little goals. You know what I mean? To learn something new every single day. You know. And I'm proud of where I've come from, you know. I'm 28 years away from heroin, over a decade away from cocaine. I used to smoke it and snort it, you know what I mean. I used to, like, at one point in my life I was in a hostel and I was in a really bad place, and that's how I ended up starting with cocaine, you know, especially smoking it. Them years ago, man, it's like I'm just so glad I'm not that guy anymore, because it's like I never thought I'd be able to get over not being able to take something, you know, and that the fucking mentality of that. All my life I've had a crutch. It's either been drugs, weed, tablets, something, you know, and I've done enough drugs for 5 generations of my family, you know, and I'm not perfect, but like I said, addiction, whether it be drugs or alcohol, you don't discriminate. Okay, do you think cocaine gives a fuck whether you're black or white? You think alcohol gives a fuck whether you're black or white, whether you're Indian, Pakistani, or whether you're a paddy? You don't discriminate. And drugs and mental health go hand in hand. Drugs and alcohol, mental health and all that shit. Yeah. You know, but it's nice to see you, Philip. I'll give you a sub. I like seeing new people coming in here from Dublin, especially from Ballyer or Clondalkin, where all my family is from. And it's nice to know that you know all me family. When I seen the name, I was like, he has to be related to me if he's from Clondalkin. You know. But all my cousins watch me, bro. All the lads in Wheatfield watch me. Mountjoy, Portlaoise, and that's in Ireland. Here, see in Manchester, bro. I fucking know hundreds of people that are locked up. And they all reach out to me on Instagram. I swear down. You know. And a lot of them are starting to listen now, because I've been there, I've done it. I was a criminal at fucking 13. Well, it's more of a criminal at 9, when my ma had to come to the police station because I got caught in a rob car. You know what I mean? And they caught me in it. I couldn't get out quick and I got nicked, you know what I mean? Bit by dogs and fucking all sorts. You know, my mother, right? By the time I was 10, no, sorry, that's a lie. That's a lie. By the time I was 11, my mother had been to the police station a dozen times in a year. I was on Ritalin at the time. It's like, because they thought there was something wrong with me. Well, they knew there was something up with me after the fire, because I kept lighting fires. We'd steal a car and I'd set it on fire when we were done with it. And he knew that I'd do it proper, because I can blow shit up. I'm very good at it. But anyway, it's easy to, you set fire to a car, you don't blow it up. You can blow it up if you want. But you could blow your fingers off too, if you don't know what you're doing. You understand? Like I said, I lived in Bluebell with all the O'Driscolls when I was a baby. Like, I moved to from Fatima Mansions at 4. I lit a match in my house and the whole house went up and my little brother and sister got burned to death in it. Philip, about 4 weeks ago, Me ma and dad's ashes got repatriated, you know, back to Ireland. Me ma said to me before she died, don't you bury me. Well, she wasn't on her word dying when she asked me or told me this. She said to me, don't you bury me in England. I want to be buried with the 2 kids back home. And 4 weeks ago, we got her repatriated. 4 or 5 weeks ago. I become a grandfather this year. I'm going to be a father again at 49. Of a 29-year-old son that went to uni. Dedicated 10 years of his life to Toxteth, Liverpool. That's where he lives. He said, Dad, I was like, why do you want to live up there? He said, because. He said, I love the people. I was like, yeah, but it's carnage up there. He says, not for me, Dad. He said, my dad's Jude MacDonald. Do you understand? Do you think I'm afraid of these Scousers? I'm up here on my own, Dad. And if any of them fucking said on to me, do you understand? He's my son. He's my only one, but he's not the only one because we have a son on the way. And it's totally reinvigorated me. Fuck YouTube. Like, I'm talking a real world spanner like a child. Me destiny's not being wrote yet. You know, because now I'm back in the game. Being a dad again. All over again. You know, and he'll be a world champion at whatever he does. That's how I raise me children. My eldest daughter, Saoirse, she was the same. You see, I don't believe in disciplining kids. I don't believe in hating kids or women. And I've never done either in my entire life. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to throttle me ex. But men don't hit women. Only pussies hit women and intimidate women. You wouldn't do it to a man, would you though? Yeah, and it's always men when they're drunk that they hit that chick and swear they'll never do it again. I tell you what, you hit one of mine. Me and my brother-in-law had this conversation last night. We were joking. He was on the phone to my sister and he's like, because my sister's waiting on him, they wanted to go. They were going out for something to eat, right, but he was here. And my sister's like, you better hurry up home. And my brother-in-law goes, listen you, I'll come home and beat you if I have to. And I'll fucking flog you and all, right? So I said, I'll tell you one thing, mate. You won't be flogging anyone, I'll fucking end you, Don. Do you understand? I will fucking end you, Don. That's all I'm done. Did I ever tell you I answer to real world dons? I'm from Cherry Orchard Avenue. For fuck's sake. Cartel land. And I'm not making it up. Read the newspapers. How are you, Andrew? Philip, Andrew. Pac-Man, Andrew, Philip. Yeah. Do me a favour, sub to each other's fucking channel that comes in an hour here. Because, like I said, when I end up doing my memberships in January, no, in about March or April, you know what annoys me, right? Now, right? Check this. If you, on YouTube, a standard member, all you get is your name highlighted in the chat and a loyalty fucking badge. Right? How about this? Okay. Your name highlighted in the chat. You get loyalty badges. Every member will make shorts and grow their channel for them. And I'll write you a 10-step program when it comes to mental health. And I'll write you a program about how to come off a mood stabilizer. Now, I wouldn't advise you to do it without consulting your doctor, but yeah. I was looking at it last night and I was like, it's that all people get for £2 a month is your name highlighted as a fucking member and a loyalty badge. How about I do shorts to grow your channel? If you're a member of my channel, venlafaxine, if you're a member of my channel, I'll grow yours. I'll help grow your channel. Because what I'll do is, every one of my fucking members, mate, I'll give shout outs and I'll make shorts to grow their channel. And see me, I'm the best therapist you'd get on YouTube when it comes to mental health. Trust me, 128 days off mood stabilizers. Andrew, come on, I've shown you this before, brother. Watch. Right. As you can see, you see the pink ones? They're mood stabilizers, right? This is the reason why I'm 128 days in. Watch. Pink capsule, watch. Right. Right. Can you see them? There's 18 little individual tablets there, right? Yeah? Right? But like I said, yeah, venlafaxine, 128 days. I can feel me head again. You know what I mean? It's like I've been fucking sedated for 20 years. Like I said, when that fire that happened to me as a kid affected me for my whole life. I don't have to leave the house to be triggered. Ambulances trigger me and fire engines trigger me because I'll never forget that day. I'm not allowed to forget. Every time I hear an ambulance or a fire brigade, I'm reminded, but I've got to the stage now where I'm just that used to it. You know, it's like I purposely trigger myself to see how strong I am. And I remember how strong my dad made me, and I don't need mood stabilizers anymore. I'll be on antipsychotics forever. You know what I mean, but mood stabilizer? No thank you, mate. 20 years I've been on that. And I'm 128 days off it. You know, and everything's going well so far. Like this is the best year and the worst year in my life. But on a positive note, I've become a granddad. I'm going to be a daddy again. Me ma and Lara home, buried in Irish soil, like I promised her. And I'm so fucking proud of myself I fulfilled that obligation as a son. Do you know how hard it is to get your man and dad repatriated back to Ireland? 2 of them, not just 1 of them, 2 of them. They're already dead, just their ashes. You know what I mean? And it would have cost me £28,000 if it was bodies. You know what I mean? Or something fucking ridiculous like that. Like repatriation isn't cheap. know what I mean? It's like it's not cheap, mate. And I wouldn't have been able to afford it. You know what I mean? But like I said, we got it done. We come up with a couple of quid. You know what I mean? Like I said, the headstone was like 26 grand. Yeah, you know. But look at, fuck the money. But nah, you know what? I'm buzzing that kid's come in, Joseph Knowles, or something else. You know, it's nice. Have you, Andrew? Well, I'll give you this, Andrew. You're very brave. And I admire your honesty. You know, I love to see that shit. You know, there's help for us, people like us, that recognise that we have labels. Like I have 3 or 4. I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm a psychopath. I have psychosis. I used to hear voices and hallucinate and all that, and I don't anymore. I don't sleepwalk anymore. Exactly. But Andrew, talking about it helps. Hang on, buddy, yeah? Talking about it helps. And in the new year, like I said, when I hit my target, my plan B will go into effect. Well, I need you to do me a favour, right? I need you to pinch yourself and tell yourself you're hallucinating. Do you understand? It's like, how long have you been on the meds? You don't mind me asking you. So you're seeing a psychiatrist in 2001. I've been seeing one since 1979. After the fire at 4, I was under James's Hospital in Dublin. From 5 to 8, I was very wild after the fire. I kept nicking lighters and fucking lighting fires, and my family were concerned. They were like, he lit a fire in the house and it burned his brother and sister to death. And he's lighting fires. He's setting fire to stolen cars. He's setting fire to mattresses. He's setting fire to sofas. So, from 5 to 8, while I was going to James's Hospital to see a child psychologist, it's like the cunts used to put me in a room full of toys and they'd leave lighters and matches and all. And what I didn't realise was there was a 2-way fucking mirror. You know, and as a kid, you don't realise that there's someone watching you, you know. So, at 8, they decided to put me on Ritalin. Now, my mother, at the time, was on antidepressants and antipsychotics because she went out one morning to get nappies. We were asleep. We lived in Fatima Mansions, yeah. And she went out to get nappies. And do you know where the shop was? We lived in Fatima Mansions, right near Rialto, yeah. At the bottom of the block was a shop van. She left us for fucking 2 minutes. I heard the door go. I woke up, went in the kitchen, found a box of matches, come into the sitting room, went under the bed, lit a match, the whole fucking bed went up. Me fucking 7-month-old sister was there. Me little brother, 2 years, 3 months, he was fucking asleep. Within seconds, the whole gaff went up, man. It's like I know he got out. Eh, don't get me wrong, I got blown onto the balcony. I had to open the fucking door, like. But as soon as the oxygen hit the fire, I got blown onto the balcony on fire, mate. And some man ran down the balcony and took his coat off and put it over me. I remember it. And that day when I went to my nanny's, I seen the fucking paper on the fucking, and I could see a picture of fucking two firemen looking up at the fucking flat that I was at the lighting match in that morning. So after that, my mother was sectioned in Grange Gorman in Brendan's. She got sectioned. My father got a call at work to say, Mr. MacDonald, you need to go to the hospital. There's been a fire at your home. Now my dad, obviously back then, yeah, we hadn't got cell phones and what have you and all. So my dad, no idea that his two kids were already dead. And he had to identify them. And then at 10, it's like, right, so from 4 to 10, after the fire, we'd nowhere to live, so we moved into me granny's in Bluebell. And then 2 years later, we got a flat in the other block, Bernard Curtis House, 102. I lived in A block. In B block, my Uncle Fran lived on the second balcony. Me granny lived on the second balcony. The O'Driscolls lived right directly underneath us. The Brennans lived next door to us. The O'Sullivans and the Dunns lived in the next block. We all ended up moving to Ballyer. A few alleged notorious families now are notorious, alright. But anyway, back then, it's like, so they put me on Ritalin at 8, right? I moved to Ballyfermot at 10. I was on Ritalin and I moved to Ballyfermot. For the first 6 months, every day, I had either a busted nose, a busted lip. I was fighting with everybody. And that's how I ended up becoming friends with a lot of the lads that I become friends with. Because, here, you're not hitting me, and here, mate, you're not hitting me. My dad's given me permission to split your fucking head in half, mate. So try me. And a lot did, and a lot of them got their ass whooped, and I got my ass whooped just as many times, you know. And that's how you become friends with these guys, you know. And the media call all my friends and family a cartel, but to me, they're just me friends and family. I've been called a gangster all my life. I'm no gangster. Don't fucking insult me, would you not? A gangster. My company are alleged cartel members, not gangsters. You know, it's a structured organisation. What do you want me to say? It's like a termite mound. Just because I'm not in the game doesn't mean I'm not still part of it. And I don't still abide by the same code and rules and authorities, for that matter. Had yourself on and be on your way. Had yourself and be on your way. Because we are the fucking Republican IRA. But yeah, so they put me on Ritalin at 8 till 11. And in the first year, they're moving up to Cherry Orchard. I'd earned a lot of respect off a lot of people. Because I don't care if there's 5 years, I'll still fight. I'll pick something up to even the score and I'll hit you with it, not a problem. If there's 2 years, I won't use no weapons. I'll just fight 2 years on my own. And I'm not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighter man. I can defend myself. My father learned me how to fight. Right? My father beat the shit out of me. Learned me how to fight. But I learned myself how to defend myself. So if I choose to I can either fight you or I can defend myself. And if I defend myself, that means you won't get through me guard. And if you make a mistake, I will expose it. I will capitalise from your error. You see, a lot of people go into boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai to fucking hurt people or to fight. You're in it for the wrong reasons. You know, I went to multiple disciplines to learn how to defend myself, to sharpen up my defences, that's it. And a lot of people, when I say it on here, they laugh. They're like, Jude, why do you always say you're not a fighter, man, a tough man, or a hard man? You're a fucking savage, bro. Maybe to you, but I'm a big teddy bear to me missus. Hey, Paul. Good morning, brother. I don't like fighting. You know. And I'll always be the bigger man. If I'm in the wrong, I'll hold my hands up. I'm not fucking perfect. You know what I mean? It's like, certain things that are put in your way give you. I'm not, in all fairness, Paul, I'm not too bad today, thank you. I think we're 128 days off the mood stabiliser today, you know, and I'll stop counting when I get to 136 days. Because 36 days was my personal best, right? And I said everything I do this year will triple, right? Do you get it now? And now, I need you to do me a fucking favour. I've 760 subs on this channel, yeah? And I've only 62 subs on my backup channel. Which one of you motherfuckers ain't subbed to my channel? STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER8. Guys, here. Until I get 100, I don't need to do panels. My channel has grown quicker, bro, than I would get if I did panels. You know, and I've been invited to a couple of things. Now, in March, Marvin's asked me to go to a dinner with Sean Atwood and fucking Michael Francesi. It's like a sit-down meet and greet. I think it's like an hour podcast and you have a meal and whatever, you know, and it's only 10 minutes away from me. So Marvin said to me, Jude, you plug my book and I'll help your channel. So I don't need to plug his book, it's fucking brilliant. And I've done 3 podcasts with Ronan, right? Now, I'd like to go on Sean Atwood's, right? So, I'm gonna have a chat with him. Because like I said, those 3 things I done with Ronan were all about growing up in Dublin, gangland, but no one's really, hey princess, you look amazing. Nobody's asked me about me past growing up as a kid, and like I said, there's a lot of left out, you know, cause one day I'll write about it, you know, it's like the good experiences, the bad, like losing one of my mates at 14, well I lost 5 before I was 15, but one of them, Key Collins, he was stabbed to death and died in my arms when I was 14. And the last thing he said to me was, I want me ma. And the fella that done it, the fella that was with him, I caught him in prison. He stabbed me mate to death. Him and this other fella. And when I went into prison, they were told that I was there. and they come to myself, and I didn't realise what was going on at the time. You know, it's like I was afraid. Like, and a lot of people say, prison's easy. Listen, it might be easy for you, but I'm being real with you. I was terrified. I've never been that scared or intimidated in my whole life. When I went into Mountjoy prison, the three things I noticed straight away: the smell of piss, the noise, and the tension, the anticipation. You can feel it in the air. You can taste the tension on a landing. You know what I mean? And when you go to jail, you realise how tough you are. I seen my arse because I was told that people were coming to hurt me, and I knew what that meant. Which movie? What are you on about? But anyway, I was in fucking Mountjoy at 21, right? With some of Ireland's most violent criminals. And I was on the wrong side of the tracks. Dorothy are a long way from Kansas. Banda country. And here, what bit are you on about? What's the same from a movie, Paul Cunningham? Locked up, or one of them. I don't get it. Harry Solway. Paul, I don't understand what you mean. Locked up, or one of them. What's that mean? But anyway, right, I was locked up at 21, right, in Mountjoy, and I've never been that terrified. Because someone come to me and told me, Jewett, you're fucked, mate. My man has a green light on you. End of. Do you understand? You don't understand how prison works. What I just said is the same from a movie. Okay, brilliant. Maybe I heard it in a movie then. Well, let me tell you something I didn't hear in a fucking movie, yeah? Like I said, at 14, Key Collins died in my arms. He was stabbed to death by Mick R. Wallace from Sheriff Street. Right, and he got locked up for it. And when I went to prison, a few people didn't like me from town. Mini Vanilli. But I was only on the wing 3 days, and a family friend approached me and he told me, he said, Jewett, tell me you're not the same Jew that was in the asylum. And I was like, I am, yeah. Why? He said, you're fucked. I said, why? He said, cause a certain person is a screw in this jail. And you went against him when you sold him that asylum without saying too many fucking, you know. And I was like, fucking hell. He said, they're coming for you, bro. I was like, what you mean? He said, they're gonna come to your cell, bro, and they're probably gonna hang you and make it look like suicide. You make sure you're ready. And like I said, within 3 days, and I've never been so scared in all my life. I thought I'd never see my son again. You know, when you're in a prison on your own, alright mate, whatever. Anyway, like I said, I've never been that scared in my entire life because Sam Maguire, rest in peace, he put his neck on the block. Do you understand, for me? But he said to me, Jude, I can't do this. I can't be like you. I can't watch it all the time. And twice he helped me. And on a third occasion he didn't. I helped myself. Like I said, there was a couple of people from Sheriff Street that didn't like me. A couple of people from Summer Hill that didn't like me. And when I landed on their doorstep, there was more of them than me. I was outnumbered. Andy had a screw on the side, or 2 screws. See, in Dublin, the screws on the police are bent. End of story. They're dirty, right? And he come for me, so you know what I mean? I just offended myself, and one of them was taken hostage. And they were rushing me salmon, I ripped the eye out. I got battered for it, like, you know what I mean? I fucked into seg for 4 weeks. 6 weeks. Sorry. But anybody that's in jail, it's fucking like, I try to advise all the youths and that. It's not, it's education's the way forward. Not selling drugs or fucking thinking you're fucking a bad man because you sell a bit of powder or what have you. Listen, I grew up in Cherry Orchard, cartel land, not gangster land, cartel land, yeah. How are you, Quaver? Fuck Rangers. Good luck for tomorrow, girl. You know what I mean? Like I said, Rangers Celtic, one of the biggest derbies in world football. Can I just say something, Paul? I am calm, bro. What you mean I'm not too far from you in Mank? What's your issue, bro? Yeah, Rangers Celtic tomorrow, like, you know what I mean? I know, well, like I said, mate, good luck tomorrow and anyway, Quaver. I love a good derby, you know? It's like, you can't beat an old firm game, and this is, listen, right? Like I said in the new year, Expo's robbed me idea already. Here, in the new year, like I said, I'm on 760 subs in the first 10 months. Nearly 11, right? Over 220,000 YouTubers with Blue fighting back United out of the water. Do you like the video? Playing. Like I said, it's not a big channel I have, but I've reached an audience of people that have mental health issues, and people don't have to say, here, everybody that comes to my channel has mental health issues. How about that? They don't need to admit it to me. Oh, here we go. Here, listen to what I said. Marvin asked me to go to a thing that's on in Manchester in March. Sean Atwood is interviewing Michael Francesi, and it's a fucking meet and greet for everybody. There's gonna be a few hundred people there. Now, I think it's about 50 quid for a bleeding. It could be more. Ask Marvin I'm a lying, you fucking knobhead. You know what I mean? I am. Like I said, I don't know Marvin, but he said to me the other day, he said, I'm going to this event in March, and your man out of the Goodfellas fucking movie, it's him who Sean Atwood is interviewing, and it's like an audience with Sean Atwood and your man. Now, I've never ever gone to one, but like I said, you know, there's gonna be a few people there that I watch and I'm subscribed to and a member of whatever, and you know, I fucking love that shit. You know, he's interviewing my man now, Goodfellas. Wouldn't you want to go and watch that shit? You know what I mean? Like I said, here, I'll wait till Marvin comes in the chat. He's the one that invited me. You know, do you want me to send you a screenshot of the message? And like I said, I don't even know Marvin from Adaman. I only met Marvin once. You know, and he asked me to go. So yeah, I'm lying. No, bro. You fucking mixed me words up. Maybe I did. Let me tell you again. Right. I plugged Marvin's book, okay? And I was asking him certain things, you know, about growing your channel and what have you. And he wrote a book. Now, Marvin's been on Sean Atwood's, he's been, and I think he's been on James English, I could be wrong. But he said to me, Jewett, why don't you come to this event in March? And like I said, I've never been invited to any bleeding event or anything. I don't know Sean Atwood, you know what I mean? But it's just for the outing, you know what I mean, like in March. I said I'll do a couple of, I'll try something new in the new year, Paul. There you go, being starts, would you like to buy some? I apologise if I worded it wrong, Paul. Marvin texted me and he said, bro, thanks for plugging the book. And Marvin went to the first one. I think this is the second part. But what all I know is it's an event that you have a dinner at, and I think it's an audience with Sean Atwood and Michael Francesi in March in the monastery in Gorton in Manchester. So yeah, Marvin reached out to me and asked me, do I fancy going? And I said, yeah, just get your, all I need to do is get a ticket. That's it. I think it'd be very interesting because like a lot of us, we watch, many of us have watched Goodfellas and Casino and fucking the Godfather movies and Scarface and, you know, stuff like that. But up until last week, the week before, I'd never met Marvin, but a lot of my friends know him. And I'm like 111. Hang on, let me see what I'm on. Give me a second, hang on. Bollywood, what's that? Motherfucker. So, like I said, well, here's the thing, Soloway. I don't know Sean Atwood. I've never spoke to him. But Marvin said to me, he said, Jude, why don't you come to this fucking, this event in March? He said it's the second part. Yeah, what page am I on for starters? 1 minute, my little bookmark, hang on. Right, I'm on chapter 21, meeting Kira. I'm on a page 128. Someone said to me yesterday, Jewett, describe this book in 3 words. I said, explosive, impulsive, intriguing, interesting, exciting, exhilarating. Right? That there. Buy it or read it or listen to it. You can buy it as a book or an audio. All my life I've grown up watching mafia movies. Goodfellas, Casinos, A Bronx Tale, do you understand? Fucking Donnie Brasco. You know, everything about the 5 families in New York. It's like I've watched it on Netflix, YouTube. I've educated myself because I've grown up with it. All my mates grown up. Who hasn't watched Scarface? Listen, you need to stop jawing me as a woman. Because look at it.
That's me.
I got it for free, mate.
Ew, that's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Looks the same.
Yeah, your outfit, you're gorgeous, you are. Paul, I'm not too sure. I got mine as a gift. Yeah. as a gift. I can't say it's been more than £20. But Paul, it's a good read, lad. Honestly. Now I'm on page 128, and it's like I've spoke to Kira, and do you know something? I think they were meant to me, and I'm so happy for them, you know, because it's like every man, if you have a decent chick by your side, you won't go wrong. I'm delighted for you. What page are you on? What do you think of it, Paul? If you don't mind. What do you think about it? What page are you on, or have you read it all? I bet you've read it all, haven't you? I'm on page 128, meeting Kira. I'll have a read of it later, but like I said here, I met Marvin, yeah, for the first time a few nights ago, yeah, and I told him, I said, thanks for the book, and I'll give you a book, I'll plug it for you, no problem. But I read it up to 128 pages on it. Well, I'm on 128 pages, meeting Kira, and like I said, I wasn't aware Kira was Marvin's partner. I'm aware now, like, you know, but like I said, man, it's very well articulated, the book, you know, like, you know, he's a fucking intelligent guy. But it's good to have, Paul. Let us know when you read it. Like, I won't say too much, like, you know, like, but look, what I would say, someone asked me yesterday, Jude, describe the book in 3 words, and I give them about 10. You know, it's exciting, intriguing, impulsive, explosive, interesting. It's like, and then curiosity gets the better of you, and then you want to read more, and then it becomes like, I'm like, fuck me. Like, if all this is true, my mama's a problem. Is that all it is? Well, I think it's well worth the money, if that's all there is. I thought it'd be about $14.99 or something. I don't know anything about books. I know I just read them, and I like reading, you know, so I'm delighted he sent, well, he come and meet me with it. Paul, let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I wasn't being a dick with you or anything. It's like I just fucking, you know what I mean, I trigger really easy. But that's no excuse. But like I said, it's a good read, and so far, like, fuck me, mate, I'm on like I'm a fast reader. I'm on 128 pages, and it's chapter 21, meeting Kira. Like, I remember, yeah, when I got sectioned the first time, I'd give up. You know, I was in a 20-year relationship that ended bad. I lost me dog. Yeah, I was broken hearted. And then I lost me ma, then I lost me dad, and everything else that I had in my mind. I tried to quit twice, and like, I am ashamed of it, but in a way I'm not, because it's like I've grown from it. And now I have a grandson and a son on the way. You know, it's like our mental health is here to stay. You know, it's like, I'll be honest with you. Now, back then, when I was in jail, He is the last person you want coming in your cell after what I've read. You know, he's a fucking scary guy. And you know what? The other night, yeah, when I met him, I went into the Tesco. He said, meet me in Tesco. I went in Tesco. Fucking couldn't see him, yeah. I comes out, I looks left, I looks right. I'm looking that way. About 2 seconds later, he does that. Taps me on the fucking shoulder. He creeped up on me like a ninja turtle. You know, it's like, bro, will you not do that? You know, for fuck's sake. And he's tall, Marvin Paul. You know what I mean? You probably met him a few times, but I only met him once. You know, he's fucking tall. Like, he had a trench coat on, man. I was like, bro, are you about to go out and do ops or something? You know, but we had an old embrace, you know what I mean? And fair play to him, like, you know, like I said, I love to see a good story, like, and being able to talk about it isn't easy. You know, but like I said, man, it's like he creeped up on me like a fucking ninja. You know what I mean? I looked that way, I couldn't see him right next of all. He was next to me on a fucking UFO. An unidentified flying object. It was like a fucking... It was a scooter, but it was fucking lit up like Blackpool Tower. You know, and he appeared out of nowhere like a vampire, man. I was like, bro, you're the fucking Count Dracula, leave it out. You know, big fuzzy fucker. You know, I look the way his hair is, it's deadly. But, nah, he said to me, Paul, I probably said it wrong. I've never gone to one of these events, Paul, right? And like I said, I've only met Marvin once, but he said to me, Jude, there's this thing on a march. It's like a dinner. And I don't know how many people's going to be there, but I know Sean Atwood is presenting it, and he's interviewing that Michael Francese, like out of that movie Goodfellas. And listen, I don't believe in coincidence, right? I'm calling me son Tommy, right? How mad is this, yeah? Tommy O'Power, Tommy O'Goodfellas, and Tommy Shelby, me 3 favourite Tommies. That's what my son's being called after. A character in a movie. You understand? It's like, it's a no-brainer for me. Thomas Daniel the Third, you know, after me dad and me brother. You know, so, yeah. But it's like, look, I like to see people that have turned their life around, that can say to the world, listen, yeah, I was a DRUG addict. You know, midget here. And not many people can come through it. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, yeah, I would have been terrified if he had come into my cell. You know, because he didn't, like I said, Marvin, yeah, I seen it in his eyes. Savage. But, like I said, 128 pages. Paul, let me know how it is, how you find it. Because it's different for everybody, you know. But anyway, we'll put that down. Like I said, I don't go to events like the boxing or the fucking, you know, Friday Night Fight Club. I remember when I started on fucking the cesspit, and it just snowballed into fuckery. You know, I used to love going on the cesspit. I had a good time, you know, I enjoyed going on the panels, you know, and I ended up accumulating. Not a lot, but if you look at my old channel, you're not fighting back anymore because I blew you up. Not only have I gone back past Fighting Back United, I have gone past the boy 108 subs already. 219,000 YouTubers from all around the world. I didn't even know what YouTube analytics, hey Keith, I didn't know what algorithms analytics were on YouTube Studio, so I learnt myself. I done a crash course for 6 months, and in the process, my channel has grown. It's not a massive channel, but it's the people that are sub to the channel. And I don't get this right now. Oh shit, my phone's gonna die, guys. I'm gonna have to end my live, right? But I'll be back at 1 o'clock because there's a couple of things I need to tell you. Peace.